completely deleted. Like I said, left the muffler on there, put a negative airflow exhaust on there, 5-inch elbow. With that pipe running out, it's going to give it like a negative airflow chimney effect with a lot of draw, pulling that hot air out of the cab, along with everything else I've done. I did put my radiator guard. It's a lot thicker than what came on it, and it helps shake everything off. Gutted the inside. It don't really obstruct your view because it's in your blind spot anyhow, so you look to the right, you can still see out just fine. Did put these 1-inch hydraulic lines, and then like you have to, these mulching heads, otherwise you'll blow your case drain, is run this 1/2-inch line from the 3/8 to the half all the way to your belly, and then I bore out the fitting on your case drain as well in the belly and put that on there. It was a peel to get them 1-inch lines through there though, but the only one I know of is running 1-inch lines on a Bobcat all the way to the valve body. Everything's perforated up there. Got the engine seal kit on it, straight hosed into my mulching head, ready to go to the woods. I'm going to give y'all a quick rundown on how to delete these t870s and the 770 out there. She's already been done. Just got this 870. It is a 2015 model. It'll have the old school muffler like that if it's a tier 3. If it's a IT4, you're going to have your burner right here. If it's the Doosan, you're going to have your big chrome pipe, and best of luck with them. But this, however, is the 3800 Kubota engine, the exact same thing they're putting in the 299s, just a different stamp on the top end there. Well, actually, it's got a Kubota stamp right there. This is the one I was looking for that had the big tier 4 cooler, and what they done, instead of putting an intercooler in it for this engine, is this thing is just massive. One of the very few they actually done this with, but that's all hydraulic and water right here, and then your AC condenser on top. It's not stacked like the 770 out there. That's a 13 model. So yeah, we're going to try to take all your regen burner off. It's best to take it off down here. It's easier just to cap it right here. If you still got warranty on your machine or something, you can just put a plate through there, and that would cut it off. Your water pressure sensor right there, that would cut that off, keep this closed. But I'm going to just, for the hell of it I guess, take this off, run a 5/8 line. Will this be from down in here, actually it's right here at your water pump, to the bottom of your engine, and what that'll do is just recirculate and not be running through this 700-degree exhaust trying to cool it down, which is pointless. Then I'm going to pressurize this engine bay by taping this off with some heat tape. We're going to make some more. See, Bobcat put some holes down here to blow on the engine, keep it stirring here, where I'm actually going to put a few more where it's blowing on the turbo, because these things do get hot. And we'll tape this guy, we'll cut this guy off, plug him, tape this. I'm actually going to leave the muffler on for this one. These mufflers are on Bobcat spark arresters also, and Bobcat does a pretty good job of heat wrapping double the wall on them on the inside. So yeah, and these little residential jobs, these neighborhoods, it's just a little better to have a muffler instead of that straight pipe one out there. But alright, everything off that would make this engine a tier 3. And what I'm going to do is use 1/2 inch thin wall. Don't you get the green stripe heater hose to take this out, connect it, cut the end of this off, and I'm going to weld that back and put your gasket in there. Take one of the old gaskets out, put it back in there. That'll stop that. Took and some 1/4 inch steel or aluminum. I just painted that to get me a bolt pattern to drill out, and that'll plate that off. I used the brass washer that came with it. You can see that, and it'll be this little guy right here, sticking in there. Take the brass washer off it. Use a bolt, fill that back in, and down here I cut that line because this don't do nothing but would open and shut this guy. So I just run it back in there. You could get a plug for your block right there, but that seems to work pretty good. We're about there. Alright, so I got everything put back together. Got this plated off. Got this guy welded up, put back on, muffler's back on. That hose that I went back from the water pump is a 5/8 hose, not a 1/2 inch. Sorry about that. And I've got everything taped up that would have been sucking hot air in there into your engine compartment, but I want as cool air as possible going through my radiators. We're going to need it turning this thing up. And but to compensate for that, I just took one of these guys, 1 3/8, and the 4 existing holes that's right there, drilled them out so it's blowing on the turbo probably about twice as much. And then what that does is also going to pressurize your engine compartment, so any dust like these covers, I mean, they'll be poofed up, blowing out where, you know, Cat, Kubota, all them ASV, everybody's sucking dust in, where this is actually blowing out. Just adds to an already good system. Leaving a muffler on this one. That one's got a negative airflow exhaust. Love it. I'm hoping to do something with that coming out right here in time. Like I say, if you don't want to go through all the trouble of taking the heater or the cooler off the back there, you can just leave this guy on and just undo that hose, run it back like we've done this one right here, and cap this one off right here with that washer and another bolt. And a lot of guys are taking off the grid heaters down here in the south. That's a little bit extra airflow. That one is, this one ain't. See how I like it. But yeah, that should demand the inside of this closed if you just cut that line off. It can't open. But you're still going to be running hot air. Or you could put the spacer between that guy. I just welded it shut. Don't weld it on it. You don't want nothing going through your turbo. Yeah. And I'm going to spray some of this on the back of the cab, on the AC box. Everything dampens the sound even more so in a quiet cab. Helps the AC. I always put these guys on. Anything under 100 horsepower, which this should be pushing about 120 once I'm done. Saves you fuel filters, and $2 if you have one go out. If you do want to turn yours up, you can turn these guys right here up. Top one's your horsepower, bottom one's your torque. You just got to take these little tamper outfits off. I would not do it if you still got warranty, but take these cap off, Allen wrench in there, I think they're 10mm. Turn that Allen hex out, a couple rounds on each. Wouldn't go no more than that without talking to your pump shop. They can tell you more to be precise to how far out. You're going to want, if you go out a couple rounds, you're going to want a little nut to put back in here, and another brass washer, because fuel will leak out of them. And I think that's about everything we've touched on. So yeah, good luck. Hard line this one to the mulching head, and remember guys, when y'all run these heads like this, you need to run a 1/2 inch all the way back to your case strain right here. And I'll even take that and put an 8 JIC on it and bore it out. I think it's about 3/8 I was using. And this one will be ready to go. Already done this one. Hard lined. When I'm not using it, I'll block it off with just these couplers. I made a plate on this one. 3/4 inch quick connects, and you know, the Bobcat couplers off. But 1 inch lines in this machine. Runs good. Forestry package. Bought these boys off Mulch Mafia. Love them. Steel. I did make this TP here. Works awesome on this machine. Shakes everything off. The lever's just was a downfall of Bobcat. Getting caught up, leaves will shake off this thing. Just a lot more air surface. Took the inside screen out, but I'm still using the same perforated steel like that. This is the 770. I've already deleted back last summer. Put quite a few hours on it. Running no problems, no issues. Pump shop has me somewhere at 110, 120 horsepower. It's got the straight pipe to keep my temperatures down. I've got the negative airflow exhaust on this one. It pulls a lot of air out of this compartment. I've got it taped up. I've got the engine compartment pressurized with the bigger holes in the back. Got the cooler off, welded shut right there, plated here. No issues whatsoever. Here's the nuts I was telling you about. I actually got the high idle up, where this thing will tack out a little more, turn the pumps a little harder. Got these nuts, and you're going to have an extra washer to keep that from leaking right there. But yeah, running that kind of horsepower, 40 some gallon a minute, and no issues whatsoever. That on this one, running that kind of pressure and hydraulics in a skid steer like this, I did end up putting a 16 gallon custom tank in the bottom, and there's a big wide spot where you can see, like on the 870s, same difference. Put a big custom tank in there, and we're draining the case and everything into it. Works awesome.